Good evening and welcome to this evening's Healthletica Wave class. My name is Abby and I am honored to be here guiding your practice this evening. We will be using some props, so if you have blocks or strap, please make sure they're close by. And maybe since we don't have the luxury of the warmth of the studio, maybe having a sweater or a light blanket for our final relaxation if you find you may need it. So we'll be starting this evening's practice in Shavasana. So if you aren't there already, find your way to your back on your mat with your feet as wide as the mat. Arms are at your side. Shoulders maybe tucked in just a little bit. Starting to come into this space. Starting to free your mind of the events of the day. And just being present right here and right now. Breathing deeply through your nose, inhaling and exhaling. And perhaps inviting some deep belly breathing here. As you inhale, the belly expands just like a balloon. And as you exhale, the belly contracts and deflates as a balloon. Inhale, belly in, expands, chest stays neutral, and exhale, belly contracts. Breathing deeply here. And if you'd like to set an intention or sankalpa for this evening's practice, I invite you to do that now. Or perhaps maybe thinking of believing. We are approaching a season where it's evident that so many of us believe in the magic. And that believing keeps us positive and hopeful. Throughout our days, we can even take notice of all the times that we do have belief, perhaps believing in the goodness of others, believing in ourselves, in all the miracles that our body performs, all our skills and abilities. Continue to breathe deeply in and out through the nose for a few more breaths. And then slowly bringing some awareness back to the body. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Perhaps rolling the wrists and the ankles. And then inhale, taking the arms up overhead, lengthening the entire body, point the feet. Pull the fingers away from the body, stretching out here. Exhale, relax. One more time, inhale, pulling in opposite directions, pointed toes, fingers pull towards the front of the room. Exhale, relax. Inhale, bringing the knees up towards the ceiling. Hands come down to the side of the body. And then exhale, draw the knees in towards the chest. Hugging the knees in and then gently rocking side to side. Massaging the back into the low mat. Or the low back into the mat. Awakening the spine here. And then inhale, bring that left foot down to the mat. And the right foot comes up to the sky. Flex that foot. And then point the foot. Flex the foot again. And point. And then draw some circles here with the ankles, going in a clockwise motion. And then switching, reversing to counterclockwise. Awakening up the ankles, into the calves. And then inhale that foot back to center, flex that foot, and very slowly, with lots of control, slowly lower the leg down. Drawing the heel towards the mat, but not allowing the heel to rest on the mat. We just want the heel to hover here. The leg's gonna hover about an inch or two off the mat. Holding here. Breathing deeply into the psoas muscles. Keeping that foot flexed, drawing the heel towards the back of the room. On your next exhale, draw that right knee in towards the chest, and then straighten and lengthen the left leg, hugging that knee towards the chest here. Inhale, release the knee to center. And then exhale, draw that right knee in towards the right armpit. Breathing into the inner and outer thigh here. Inhale the knee back to center. And then exhale that knee back to the chest. And then release that right foot to the inside of the left knee. Inhale, the arms coming out to a T position. Exhale, lower that right knee towards the left side of the body for our first spinal twist. And then if it's comfortable for you, turn and look over the right shoulder. Sending energy into the spine. Inhale that right knee back. Right foot places on the floor. And then exhale, left leg comes up towards the sky. Flex that foot. And then point it. Flex it again. Point the left foot. And then do some circles here. Clockwise motion or counterclockwise. And then switching the other way, circling opposite direction. Bringing that foot back to center, flex that left foot, and very slowly, with lots of control, slowly lower that left heel towards the mat. Again, making sure that the heel doesn't meet the mat, but rather hovers a couple inches above. And hold here for a couple of breaths. Breathing into the psoas muscle, wakening up the thigh and the hips. On your next exhale, bringing that left knee in towards the chest, straightening the right leg, hugging that knee. Inhale, release the knee to center. Exhale, bring that left knee over towards the left armpit, breathing into the inner and outer thigh. Inhale, release the knee back to center. And exhale, squeeze it towards the chest again. And then release that foot, bring the left foot towards the inside of the right knee. Arms come up to a T position. And exhale, lowering the left knee towards the right side of the body. Trying to keep the shoulders on the mat. And then again, if it's comfortable for you, turning to look over that left shoulder. Deepening the spinal twist here. Sending lots of energy into the spine as we prepare our bodies for this evening's practice. Inhale, that left knee comes back up. Right knee comes to meet the left. And one more time, knees come into the chest. And hug those knees. Nice big squeeze here. And then placing the hands behind the thighs, gently rolling on up to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall here. We'll take a moment just to waken up the shoulders. So rolling the shoulders back. And then switching the other way, rolling the shoulders forward. Last time here, placing the hands on the knees, we'll come into a spinal rotation. So the right shoulder comes to the left knee, and then sweep forward and up. Exhale, sweep the body forward. Inhale, coming on up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale up. Now switch to the opposite direction. Making sure you exhale as you sweep the body forward. And inhale as you come up. Very good. Coming back to a seated position. Let's inhale the arms up, reaching for the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Trying to maintain some length in the spine, reaching as far as you can. Perhaps the chest comes towards the knees, or you may be up a little further. That's okay. Take it to wherever your body is telling you you can go. Neck stays neutral. Inhale, walking the hands back towards the body. Switching the legs, so the front leg now comes to the back leg now moves to the front. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale, forward fold. Chest comes towards the thighs. Neck stays neutral, spine is long. On your next inhale, walk the hands towards the body, coming on up, and then shift the feet to one side, rolling on over into our tabletop position, making sure that your knees are hip-width apart and that the knees are stacked underneath the hips. Hands, fingertips are wide, and the shoulders are over the elbows, elbows over the wrists. Taking a deep breath in here, lower the belly, spine or tailbone comes up, lift the heart into cow. Exhale, round the back, coming into cat, pushing into the hands and knees, opening up the thoracic spine here. And again, inhale, belly lowers, tailbone lifts, heart opens, look ahead. Exhale, round. Taking 3 more moves, linking the movement with your own breath here. Making sure you're exhaling into your cat and inhaling into your cow. meet in tabletop. Inhale, send your right leg out to the side so that your foot is in line with your hip. And then inhale, your arms come up. We will be on our knees for a little bit here, so if you need to, you can roll the mat, double it up here, so just to give your knees some support. And then exhale, the right hand comes down towards the right leg. Left arm comes up and over for a nice side stretch here. Gaze can be towards the floor, perhaps you're looking ahead or maybe looking up at the outstretched hand. Trying to pull that left shoulder back and open in the heart. Inhale the hands back to center. Exhale, counter pose. We're going to shift the other way. If you have a block, you can use a block to rest your hand on here. Or perhaps your fingertips are down on the mat. Feeling lots of length here in the right side body. Again, gaze can be down, straight ahead, or perhaps looking up at the outstretched arm, opening that shoulder and the chest. Exhale, sweep the arm forward, bring the foot back, coming into table. Preparing for the other side. So inhale, taking the left foot out to the side, making sure it's in line with your hip. Inhale, the hands come on up. And then exhale, the left arm comes towards the left leg. Right arm stretches up and over. Keeping your gaze wherever is good for you. Breathing into the side body here. Inhale, the hands come back up to center. Exhale, lower for the counter stretch. Again, you can use a block here to rest that hand on if you need. Or perhaps your hand is down onto the mat. In whatever variation you're doing, making sure that the left shoulder is back, open the chest. And breathe into the side body. Exhale, sweep that left hand around to the front, coming back into your table. Finding your alignment here one more time, making sure the joints are stacked. And then inhale, the left arm comes up, palm faces the midline, and the right foot comes back, flexing that right foot, and then pulling the right heel and the left fingertips in opposite direction here, imagining one straight line from the tip of the fingers to the heel. Exhale, bring that left elbow towards the right knee, round the back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Pulling in opposite directions. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. And then release back to tabletop. Again, just checking in with your alignment. Fingers are nice and strong. Inhale, the right arm comes up. Palm faces the midline. Left foot comes back. Flex that foot. The heel and the fingertips pull in opposite directions, imagining lots of length. One long, straight line from the tip to the heel. Exhale, elbow comes to knee, round the back. Holding here. Inhale, lengthen. Foot is flexed, fingertips are strong. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, release back into your tabletop. Taking any movements you need here, perhaps shifting the hips back and forth or side to side. Very good. And then walk the palms of the hands, one palm print forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips coming into our first downward dog. Perhaps walking out the dog here, pedaling the feet. Maybe shifting the heels left and right. Taking a few breaths here, trying to get the heels towards the mat. You can have a micro bend in the knees if you need to. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, look ahead. Slowly walk to the front of the mat. Feet are hip width apart. And just fold here. Coming into a rag doll. We'll take a moment here just to relax into the stretch. Start to feel it into the calves and the hamstrings. If you like, you can shake your head yes. Or nod your head no. Perhaps hand takes the opposite elbow. You can sway back and forth. And then just coming back to center, allowing the head weight to fall, the crown of the head towards the mat. Holding here for one more breath. And then slowly stacking one vertebrae on top of each other, coming up to standing. Head and shoulders come up last. Very good. Toes at the top of your mat, standing nice and tall. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. Perhaps hands touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway lift. Hands can be on the mat, perhaps on the shins, or maybe above the knees. Please just don't rest them on the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Perhaps a slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway lift. L shape here, lots of length in the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms come up. Slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway lift. Lots of length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. Adding on. Inhale, arms come up. Slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, send the feet back into plank. Inhale, shift the body forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, coming up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Coming into downward dog. Holding here for 3 breaths. Last one here. Inhale, look ahead. Walk, hop, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, coming up halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands come up. Slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, send the feet back. Inhale, shift the body forward. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. Allowing the heels to lower, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, look ahead. Walk, hop, or jump to the front of the mat. Coming up halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to heart center. One last time. Inhale, arms come up. Slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, send the feet back. Inhale, shift the body forward. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, downward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Pausing here for a breath. Inhale, looking ahead. Walk, hop, or jump to the front of the mat. Coming up, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Hands together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. Continuing on here. Inhale, arms come up. Slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Send the feet back. Shift forward. Exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Holding for a breath. Inhale, that right leg comes up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. Plant the hand or the foot between the hands. Turn the back heel in, trying to align it with the front heel. Inhale, coming up into warrior one. Arms are nice and strong. Bending into the front knee. Being mindful of the alignment. Knee should be stacked over the ankle. Making sure the knee is not splaying outward or inward. Holding here. Lower the shoulders from the ears. Inhale, open the arms to warrior two. Turn that back foot so the edge of the foot is in line with the short edge of the mat. Sinking into that front foot. Gaze is over the middle finger of the right hand. Holding strong here. Maybe sinking a little bit deeper into that warrior two, into that front leg. Inhale, turn that front palm up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. And then inhale, coming back. Right arm comes to the right thigh for side angle. You can hold here if you like, or perhaps you can have a hand on a block. Maybe your fingertips holding onto the mat. Stretching out here. And we're going to flow through those two movements. So inhale, coming back up. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, taking it into a side angle. Whatever variation. Making sure that heart is open. Left shoulder is back. Inhale, coming back up. Reverse your warrior. And exhale. Right hand comes towards the right knee or towards the ground. Very good. Inhale back to warrior two. Holding here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands over the foot. Send that right foot back. Shift the body forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift the hips, coming into downward dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Inhale, left leg comes up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. Plant that left foot between the hands, turning the back heel in so the foot's at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, coming up to warrior one. Nice strong arms. Lower the shoulders from the ears. Check in with that knee to ankle alignment. And trying to keep the weight evenly between both feet. Holding strong here. Inhale, open the hands up to warrior two. Turn that back foot so the edge of the foot is in line with the back edge of the mat. Shoulders are parallel with each other, chest towards the side of the room, gazing over the middle finger of the left hand. Maybe sinking into that front knee just a little bit more if you can. Inhale, front palm turns up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Feeling a nice stretch in the side body here. And then inhale, coming back. Left hand comes to the left thigh, side angle. You can rest that arm on the thigh. Perhaps your hand comes down to a block. Or maybe your fingertips are on the mat. Gaze can be down. Gaze can be forward or perhaps up, looking at the outstretched hand. And again, we're going to flow through those two movements. So inhale, coming back up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, release, hand down to knee, block or mat, side angle. Making sure that right shoulder is coming back, heart is open. Inhale, coming on up, reverse your warrior. Exhale, release, final side bend. Inhale, coming back up to warrior two. And then cartwheeling the hands down, send that left foot back, shift the weight forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips, plant the heels, hold here for a breath. Inhale, look ahead, walk, hop, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, forward or flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, hands together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very good. Taking a quick moment to grab a drink if you need it. And then preparing for some balancing poses. Starting off with tree. Finding your way to the top of your mat. Standing nice and tall, rooting through the feet. Lift the toes up and then lower them. Inhale, bringing the right heel up so that you're on the ball of the right foot. Bringing the hands even into heart center and then turn the heel in. Kickstand, you can stay here if you like. Or perhaps bringing your knee to the inside of the shin. Or maybe bringing it up to the inside of the thigh. Just making sure you're not placing the foot on the inside of the knee. We don't want any added pressure or strain on the knee. Rooting here through the foot. Feeling strong and rooted, grounded like the tree. If you like, you can inhale the hands up overhead. And then exhale, grow some branches here. Gazing ahead of you, staring at something that's not moving. Believing that you are strong and rooted. Inhale the hands back into center. Exhale down to the heart. And turn the knee out and release. Very good. Tree on the opposite side. So bringing the foot up on the left foot to the ball of the foot. Turn the heel in like kickstand. You can stay here. The knee can come to the inside of the shin, or perhaps bringing it in to the inside of the thigh again, not on the knee, please. Holding here. rooting, grounding. And when you're ready, you can inhale the arms up, grow your branches. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Holding strong. Inhale the arms back to center. Exhale the hands down to the heart. Release the leg, shaking it out. Getting ready for our figure four here. Inhale, the hands come up to heart center. Exhale, bring the left foot, or the right knee, sorry, left knee up, flex that foot, and then taking the knee over the ankle over the knee, coming into figure four here. You can stay here if you like. Or if you like, you can shift the hips back, the buttocks back, as if you're coming into a seated. Elbows can meet the knee and the ankle if you like, or take it to wherever you feel comfortable. You can stay here, or perhaps your hands come down to the mat, and you gently straighten the supporting leg, lowering the crown of the head towards the mat, allowing the head weight to fall. If your supported leg is straightened, gently bend it. Bring the hands back up from the mat into heart center, and then slowly making your way back to stand, and then release, shaking it out. Very good. Inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, left knee comes up. Placing the left knee over the right ankle, or the right ankle, left ankle over the right knee. Struggling with that one tonight. Holding here if you like. Or if it's good for you, sitting back as far as you can. Maybe the elbows can meet the knee and the ankle. Holding here, or if you like, lowering the hands to the mat, straightening the supporting leg, and allowing the head weight to fall, crown of the head towards the mat. Holding here for a breath. If your supporting leg is straightened, slowly bend it, bringing the hands back to the heart center, and then slowly making your way up again. Very good. Shaking it out. Inhale the arms up, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, send the feet back, holding in plank. Imagining a straight line from the crown of the head to the heels, holding strong. And then exhale, lower the knees. Bringing the sits bones back towards the heels, coming into child's pose. Taking a moment here to rest and restore. Maybe taking a drink. Your arms can be outstretched overhead, or perhaps they're along the side of your body. And then when you're ready, coming on up into tabletop. Again, checking in with your alignment. Knees are hip width apart. Knees track over the hips. Fingertips are nice and wide, strong. Shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists. Inhale, the right arm comes all the way up. And then exhale, thread the needle Bringing the right shoulder and the right ear onto the mat. Holding here. Left hand can be where it is, supporting, or perhaps you can bring it to the low back. Or maybe taking it around if you bind, and taking the right thigh with the left hand. Holding here, making sure to keep your shoulder and your ear on the mat. If you're binding, release that hand. And then the hand comes back down to the mat. Weight comes into the hand, pressing back up into table. And then inhale that left arm up overhead. Exhale, lower, thread the needle, shoulder and ear come down to the mat. Right hand can stay on the mat to support, or perhaps you can place it on your low back, or maybe wrap it around and bind that hand into the left inner thigh. If you're binding, release that hand, take it back down to the mat, and then pushing into that right hand, coming back into table. And then tucking the toes, lifting up into plank again. And then gently bending that right knee, taking the right knee towards the right wrist, and maybe heel toeing the left foot back as we come into pigeon. You can stay here. Or if you like, perhaps coming down onto a block, forearms onto a block. Or maybe the forearms down onto the mat. You can stack the fists, rest the forehead. Breathing in to the inner and outer thigh here and into the hip flexors. If you're resting your hands or your forehead on your hands, release those hands. And then gently walk the hands close to the body. Tuck that left toe, lifting up. Send the right foot back, coming back into plank. And then inhale, the left knee comes towards the left wrist. Perhaps heel toeing the right leg back if you need to. Coming into pigeon on the left side again. Taking it to wherever your body allows you today. Your hands can be straight. Perhaps your forearms are down on a block, or the forearms can be down on the mat. Or maybe your head is down, resting on fists, or perhaps your head is resting on the mat. Breathing deeply into the left inner outer thigh and the hips here. This is a nice, gentle, calming pose to come into after our sun salutation series and our balancing poses. So just enjoy this here. And on your next inhale, slowly walk the hands back towards the body. Tuck the right foot in, lifting up, send that left foot back, and then very slowly lower, belly down towards the mat. And then taking the left forearm, using it as a pillow for your forehead. Take the right foot, bring the heel towards the backside. Right hand takes the right ankle and then gently pulls the heel. Draw the heel towards the buttocks. Feeling a nice deep stretch in the front of the leg here into the quad muscle. Relaxing and breathing into this. And release. Switching hands, right forearm comes to the front of the body, left foot comes up, left hand takes the left ankle, and then exhale, draw the heel towards the glutes. Breathing energy into the front of the leg. Very good, and release. And then gently making your way up, taking yourself up to a seated position. We'll take the right foot in towards the left heel, left thigh, pardon me. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, turn to face that left foot, and exhale, fold. So if you have a strap, you can use a strap around the ball of the foot here. Or perhaps your hands are on either side of your shin, just making sure that your back is nice and straight. And then on your next exhale, you can round your back. Allow the head weight to fall. Inhale, walking your hands back to center. And switching legs. Right leg lengthens, left leg tucks into the thigh. Inhale, the arms come up. Turn towards that right foot and exhale, fold. Again, keeping the back nice and long, nice and straight. You can have a strap around the ball of your foot. The hands can come to either side of the shin maybe. Or perhaps your hands can reach for the foot, the toes. Chest towards the thigh. On your next exhale, round the back and allow the head to lower. Very good, and release. Walk the hands, inhale, walk the hands back to the body. And then bringing the legs out in front, just shaking them out. Making sure the heels are towards the front of the mat, and then slowly lowering. Coming down onto the back. And then bring the knees into the chest. We'll just take a moment here to give ourselves a quick hug. And then lower the left foot, sole of the foot to the mat. Inhale the right foot up towards the sky. If you have a strap, you can place the strap on the ball of the foot, making sure the right hand, arm is extended, and that you're not pulling. You don't want to feel any shaking. You just want to feel a nice deep stretch here. Or perhaps your hands are behind your thigh. up on your calf, or maybe you can take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toe. Breathing here. And release. Sole of the right foot comes to the mat. Left foot comes up towards the sky. Again, if you have a strap, you can place it on the ball of the left foot. And then extend the left hand to hold onto the strap. Or taking the back of the thigh, the back of the calf, or perhaps peace fingers come and wrap around the big toe. And then hold here. Breathing into it. So release the hands or the strap, keeping the left foot up. And then inhale that right foot up to meet the left. Flex the feet and just hold here. If you are close to a wall, you can do the legs up the wall. Otherwise, just hold the feet up here. And then slowly bend the knees, allow the heels to come down, but keep the legs at a 90-degree angle, as if you're sitting in a chair. Just take a moment here to notice any feelings, maybe some warmth or tingling in the toes, maybe some relaxation in the calves. And then inhale the arms up to a T position. Exhale, slowly lower those knees towards the right side of the body. Coming into a spinal twist. If having the knees up this high is too intense for you, please lower them down. Take your feet towards the mat more. Maybe gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, keeping them at a 90-degree angle. And then exhale, lowering the knees towards the left side. Again, the higher the knees are, the more intense this will be. So if you need to lower the knees down, draw the feet towards the long edge of the mat, please do so. And then turn to look over the right shoulder. Inhale the knees back to center. Soles of the feet come up to the sky. Hands come to reach to the outside of the knees. Elbows are on the outside of the feet. Elbows are on the inside of the knees, coming into happy baby. Tailbone is close to the mat. So pushing into your hands with your feet as you pull into your feet with your hands and holding here. Maybe if it's comfortable for you, you can gently rock side to side. Massaging the kidneys, massaging the low back. And then gently releasing the hands from the feet, allowing the feet to come down to the mat, mat width apart, We'll just put or draw our arms up to a T position. Just do a couple of windshield wiper moves here. So exhale, the knees come down to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale the knees towards the left. Inhale back to center. One more time each way. Exhaling the knees over to the right. Inhaling back to center. And then one more time, exhaling over to the left. Inhaling back to center. And then straightening the legs out, making sure that the feet are as wide as the mat. Arms come down to the side of the body, preparing for our final relaxation. Feet splay out to the side of the mat. Hands are at the side, palms are up to receive. Perhaps tucking in the shoulder blades, maybe rocking the head gently side to side. Head back to center. Drawing the chin a little bit towards the chest. Feeling the body starting to relax. Feeling the body starting to get heavy. The feet, the ankles, the legs are warm and heavy. The hips and the abdomen and the chest are heavy, relaxed, and surrendering to gravity. The shoulders relax, the arms and the hands heavy. The neck is relaxed, the jaw is relaxed. Tongue is away from the roof of the mouth. Cheeks are relaxed. Eyes roll back into their sockets. Relaxing the forehead. Relaxing the mind. Believing that you are a miracle. Believing that you are all good things. Believing in yourself, your energy, and all that surrounds you. And slowly bringing some awareness back to the breath. Deepening the breath. Maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes. Rolling the wrists and the ankles. And then inhaling the right arm overhead. Bending the knees. Rolling over into a fetal position. And when you're ready, With the eyes gently closed, you can push into the left hand, bring yourself up to a seated position. Inhale the hands to heart center. Taking a moment here to believe that you are worth the time and energy and the space that you have given yourself today. I thank you for sharing that energy with me tonight. It has been my pleasure to guide you this evening. From my light to yours, namaste.
Namaste.